How does your pre-retirement income affect your retirement income? It seems obvious, but let's get down into the details. I'm Thatcher Taylor. Welcome back to my classroom. I'm the CEO of ProPath Financial. I'm a certified financial planner. I work with retirees and pre-retirees in their retirement planning, and this is something that I've come across quite a few times. There's a disconnect between how much you're earning before retirement and how much you're going to need after retirement. So JP Morgan came out with this phenomenal chart. It's titled Income Replacement Needs Vary by Household Income. This is going to be a really eye-opening topic to discuss, to start to visualize how your lifestyle and your income affect what you're going to need in retirement. So let's go over it a little bit. This first top line, let's go over all the details first. This first top line is called your income replacement rate. How much income you need to replace based off your household income. This gray section are changes in expenditures, taxes, and pre-retirement savings. Green section is Social Security benefit. As you can see, it's big on the left and small on the right. Yeah, that's a great question. We'll go over that. Amount required from private and employer sources. Essentially what that means is the amount from your investments that you're going to need. As you can see, bigger on the left than it is on the right. Down here at the bottom, $30,000 is the far left column of pre-retirement income and $300,000 on the far right column of pre-retirement income. $30,000 of pre-retirement income is highly unlikely. We're not going to see that very much, but it's good to be used here for perspective. $300,000 of pre-retirement income, we can see that. Anything from this $90,000 to $300,000 range is probably what we're going to see the most of. But now that we have all the elements put in place, let's discuss what they mean. So let's create a scenario. The scenario is you're a couple years from retirement, maybe 5 years from retirement. That's the window. Say you're 5 years from retirement. Up to this point, you've created a certain lifestyle. You have created the baseline need for you just to feel comfortable. The houses, the cars, the clothes, the food, the travel, the investing, the saving, whatever you're doing, you've created a foundational lifestyle. A lot of times, one of the goals for retirees is, I don't really know what I want to do, which I hope you do. That's a whole nother discussion. But one of the goals is you want to retire and you just want to keep the same level of lifestyle. Here's what that would look like based on these categories. The first thing we need to notice is the less income you have here on the left-hand side and the more income you have here on the right-hand side, there's more flexibility in the lifestyle based on a higher income. There's more flexibility on your lifestyle expenses based on higher income when you retire. Taxes might decrease, spending might go down a little bit. You have to, maybe you're traveling a little bit more, but maybe a little bit less. Who knows? There's a variety of things that could come into play that give you more flexibility as you make more money. That's what this income replacement rate is. On the left-hand side at $30,000 of income, when you retire, there's not much flexibility. You're pretty much living bare bones at $30K. And when you retire, you basically need to replace $30K. I mean, $28,000, $29,000 a year. Whereas if you're making $300,000 a year and you retire, there's a lot of flexibility. You can pull back a little bit. You got some room to operate, okay? That's the income replacement rate. That as you make more money, the income that you need to replace is smaller than if you make less money. That's the theory behind this chart, okay? The next piece is your Social Security benefit, the big green section that's got everyone's wheels probably turning. Basically what this means is you pull out Social Security, the less income you make, or I should say the less income you need, that Social Security benefit accounts for more on a percentage basis. So let's say 73% over here on the left-hand side. Let's say your Social Security benefit is $2,000. let's say it's $2,000 is your Social Security benefit, and your income need is, say, $2,400, Social Security is taking up a huge chunk of your monthly income. And so the remaining amount of money that you need on a monthly basis needs to be supplemented down here from your own investments or retirement plans. Brokerage accounts, trust accounts, 401ks, IRAs, things like that. Whereas on the other side of the aisle, which the Social Security Administration designed it like this, where Social Security is a bigger portion, it supplements lower income people's income more than it does for higher income earners. It's designed that way. Understand what I'm saying? It's designed that way where Social Security is not paying a larger proportional amount of a high income earner's income. That basically comes with the maximum amount of income that will be subject to FICA tax. That I think it's $132,900 on an annual basis of income is the only amount that's subject to Social Security tax. Anything above $132,900, you guys will have to check my number on that based on if consumer inflation, you have to check that number. Anything above that does not get taxed with FICA. So the Social Security benefit you receive in a higher income category is less of the income need. That's what this is showing right here. Usually only about 16% if you're making about 300 grand a year. That means 56% of your annual or monthly income needs or supplement once you retire needs to come from your own investments or your own savings. That's what this means. So that's the spectrum. As you can see here, more income you make, Social Security, the percentage of monthly or annual income decreases. As you make more money, the more that you need from your own investment or savings increases. But the flexibility also comes into play as you make more money too. This is how you need to start looking at your retirement. The flexibility, the planning, the Social Security, the distribution from your investments. You need to make sure that you're balancing out the proper perspective and goals as you flip the switch. So diversified sources of retirement funding. Here's what happens next. Here's essentially that blue section in that chart that we just looked at, where we're going to be pulling money from to supplement our income. Here's basically our options. 90% of people are going to have these options. Health savings accounts, big ones, not FSAs, not flexible spending accounts, because FSAs are basically a use it or lose it scenario with some caveats, but it's basically use it or lose it. A health savings account can accumulate for years or decades, can be used down the road, and can a lot of times be invested, so there's capital appreciation. Next are Roth 401ks and Roth IRAs. The reason these two are on top is because tax-free withdrawals. HSAs, if you follow the rules, all the money can come out completely tax-free. Roth 401ks or Roth IRAs, as long as you don't break the rules, all that money, including earnings, can come out completely tax-free. The next section is taxable accounts. Things like tax-exempt interest, ordinary dividends, qualified dividends, realized capital gains. These are going to be sources from those taxable account types that you're going to use to supplement retirement income. Taxable accounts are individual brokerage accounts, joint brokerage accounts, trust accounts, things like that. Then there's pre-tax 401ks and traditional IRAs where as long as you don't break the rules and you have a penalty, all the withdrawals are going to be taxable in most cases as ordinary income. These are going to be your income funding sources in retirement once you get there to supplement that blue section above any pensions or Social Security and other types of fixed income. You need to be able to balance these out as you get there as far as distribution to help supplement and live the retirement you want. That's what I can help out with. If you have any questions, let me know. That's why I work with pre-retirees and retirees. But this is a great place to start if you're trying to conceptualize how you're going to make that transition from pre-retirement to retirement. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I'm trying to get more and more of these going. I get better editing, the quality can get better, but let's get this thing on that upward trajectory that we really like and we really like to see. But so far, you've all been great. Thanks for watching. We'll chat soon.